damage now, and oh my
I love
god.
It. I love it. LGD bringing out the big guns. They pop out the Broodmother. Could potentially happen prior to that, but it's more than unlikely. Braid Sap can offer some decent damage, I suppose. They do go for the Nightmare. Torrent gonna connect on two because he rolled into it, and with that Tidebringer, it's a lot of damage. But Felix Schauber will kick out Flywind. That leaves him very susceptible, and they do kill him off. First blood will go to the way of X Nova on LGD.
But this is a slower pace than the Venmancer would like, and Holy Lovin', if he takes this mid tier 1 fast, it's going to give them the control they want with his hero.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that mid-tier 1. You've got this early draft that just wants to fight. They're going to try out to Chalice top lane. They didn't connect the roll, but they got the Boulder Smash and the Cookie, and Chalice will go down. But FY would at least try to trade Super's life, but that's going to cost him his own life. Felix, with the great body blocks out of Monet, gets a double kill on the Morphling. And Monet's been struggling in lane, but you don't want to give him these kills.
You know, it just takes so long to ramp up, and he's going for that first pick Linken's just to block off that Doom. That means he's not going to be as effective offensively.
They're going to try into Chalice. Once again, they still have the roll, and Chalice really just has no way out. He keeps having to commit Scorched Earth to try and get more farm in and just push the wave out, but it's just going to be a lot harder to do unless you do rotate in that Prophet. Right now, Flywind just may not be feeling like he's able to do so. Meanwhile, mid lane, Super almost does go down. In fact, he's dead. The Spiderling's just going to take him out. He can't finish them. He's got level 2 Scatter Blast, but I don't know if that would have even been enough, and it may have just been on cooldown the whole time. Meanwhile, Chalice ends up killing off Flywind, commits the level 1 Doom, and it will be enough. But you're not really going to be able to close the gap. And, I mean, they were trying to find a way to get into this, but look who's here. Old 11, he's going to fight over this 10-minute bounty rune, and FY even showing up now. They're going to go on to the Earth Spirit. The silence not going to be enough. Old 11, he's got that Orchid, but they couldn't finish off the kill, and now the Nature's Wrath flying through, kills off FY. Old 11, he's been left behind. They need to help him out here. He's going to try and make a run for it, but they do catch out the Spider, and now X Nova will also go down. And Chalice, he had to TP out. There was just too much poison damage coming out of that Venomancer.
And it should be fairly quick. I mean, you have to worry about the Broodmother. All the 11's webs are in that area. So he can't just dip in for the easy defense, but while that hesitation is there, they get a nice shove down bot, and
Somnus.
they do have Somnus here.
Gets the X onto Flywind with the Torrent boat to come in, and Flywind, well, he's going to have some help coming in, but the Torrent connects on 2 again. Still, Mortimer's Kisses are going to be there, but the Fiend's Grip, X Nova, he cancels it off. Now with the Sun Rain, Old 11 joining in, they do commit and kill off Super, and now the Doom going to get the Morphling as well. Monet not really going to be happy with joining there into that team fight.
I guess there are some squishy targets to go for, but for the most part, LGD's lineup is actually really tanky. I mean, every single one is quite big, except for X Nova, who catches out.
Oh, they got Flywind, X Nova. Love the positioning out from the Bane, and of course with the Spiderlings, John, you can scout out the tree line very easily. Quite a simple time here for LGD. It's going to be no kind of counter initiation out from RNG. They're just going to try and get out of that area. And that'll give LGD a 10k net worth lead now.
RNG is just going to try to smoke up and maximize this pickup, but this is into an Aegis.
Could be dangerous, but they've got to try. It could literally be GG if they lose this team fight. That's how badly this game's gone for RNG. And Somnus, he's going to get the perfect initiation now. Straight on the Snapfire. You don't want her dying first. And they got the Fiend's Grip onto DD. And in fact, they also lost Flywind. But the Broodmother, Old 11, does actually die to the shotgun. So Monet does at least get somewhat of a trade, especially considering they do have the siege creep, but the glyph is going to be enough to take it out, and it looks like RNG are going to survive for another day.
So, Dave, they've been taking these fights without that team fight spell yet.
That is true. You know, top lane, Doom, going to be out. They caught Flywind. That Nature's Prophet, he's had a rough game. Chalice, he'll just BKB TP out of there, and they're going to get the deny off on this Prophet, so there's that. Still going to be a dead Prophet. You get your Doom out of there just fine. I thought something was missing from these team fights. I just couldn't put my finger on it. And you're right, FY actually has not needed to commit egg once. I can't remember seeing it. Old Chicken, or Old 11, excuse me, does try to go onto somebody, and well, he's going to get punished. Monet does a lot of damage, but the Sunray going to come in, not enough. And now the roll in with the Magnetize onto FY. He does Icarus dive out, but X-Nova can't really do that, so he will go down, and now FY going to get spotted, has to commit the egg. Somnus going to try and help him out with the boat flying in, but it is not going to be enough. And now, more rolls in. They can keep chasing onto Somnus. He's forced to BKB and TP out of there. He'll be just fine. LGD, they're starting to throw a little bit with these deaths on Old 11 to really feel confident enough to try and take advantage of that last engagement. And well, LGD, they just start running at them. Spiderling's gonna get wiped up, but Torrent does connect on Super. Nobody's picking up that bounty yet, but DD does eventually go in. And Old 11 looking to lead the charge with Somnus. They do go now with Chalice blinking in, but they're not able to catch anyone out yet. Felix, he's going to get the silence off in time, so no Doom, but they got the X on the ES. Now Felix going to be in trouble. They also got a Fiend's Grip off on to DD, so he's gone. The Doom is out on the Morphling. They cookie him up and just try to get him out of there, but now the Nullifier going to slow him down even more. It is so much protection here for this Morphling, but it's not going to be enough. Chalice does get the kill, and now Felix Schauber, he might die back on the Earth Spirit. He's trying to get out of there, but he is gone. And Super, well, he cookies. But this is no time for cookies, John. Everyone's dying on RNG side. The only person to walk out of there is Flywin. And a BKB coming up from Old 11. So now that,
Finally.
yeah, well, he's not going to be able to get bursted down anymore. I don't necessarily think it's because there was floods, John. That just tends to happen in Australia. We have a lot of spiders. They don't discriminate. They don't need water to do that. But it seems as though if RNG can hold out long enough, with this Morphling, with this NP, perhaps they could bring this game back.
There is that potential, and they lost another courier. They've had it with Flywin. Chalice is just going in.
Well, you got the courier, but you might have just given up your life for this. And Chalice is... Oh, wait a minute, though. FY goes down mid lane, but still Flywin is set to die. But mid, they do get DD and Flywin dead. What is going on with the spider?
What's that?
Just pops BKB and her, the legs just become way too long, apparently. You just can't walk anymore.
That's pretty sweet. That's easy times for Monet to clear out.
So yeah, just you crit once, but it guarantees the waveform attack to crit on everything. Bot lane, looks like they have Fiends gripped up Flywin, so he will go down. But that is kind of broke.
I don't know. LGD is still building up nicely. Look at Chalice. He's got the Octarine, so he's going to regen through a lot more with Scorched Earth. Lower cooldown as well for Doom. So more uptime there. See, RNG, they did smoke up. They are down bot, but...
Well, Somnus. There with FY. Goes on DD. They just want an Abyssal Blade and just drop this Venom, and they do. But Felix Schauber, he's rolled in. Popping the Magnetize, but it's not doing too much. He's by himself. He'll go down. The buybacks are immediate. They want to commit to this team fight, RNG. And now, well, Broodmother still has her BKB. She'll pop it now and just turn back around. DD, he just bought back. Old 11 on a triple kill already. Is going to go for an Ultra, but no, Somnus will take it off him. Nevertheless, there it is. The Ultra kill is out for the Broodmother. And if it wasn't for Somnus, it would have been a Rampage. But, you know, we'll ignore that for now, as the fight should be continuing, and it is. Chalice just jumps in on the Morph, but a nice kickback from Felix, but a great double torrent, and now Somnus will take another, and this Morphling does go down. It's only one hero left. It's the Snapfire, and that's it. GG's been called. LGD.
Oh, man.
You just, with this kind of a net worth lead, it is hard to imagine that LGD lose.
No, definitely is, and RNG, I mean, they place up a valiant fight. They were sort of matching the pace of LGD.
Oh, okay. Another very, very popular hero in the pub meta at the moment has popped up in the pro scene here up against LGD. Top lane, Monet going to be chased down a bit by Old 11, but eventually he will just back off. And of course, the one lane we haven't discussed too much yet, Flywin, is going to be there on that offlane Underlord with Felix Schauber. Chalice, well, never mind that, because Old 11 does actually get taken out by Monet. And that'll be the first blood, and another soul harvested for this this Skeleton King.
Yeah, it's a nice little waste of time here. Of course, just forcing the Ogre back. That does leave Chalice vulnerable. Probably have to be cautious about that spacing as Felix is around again.
Oh, Chalice. Shackles comes out. Flywin just going to take the easiest kill of his life. Yeah. That's a bad start for this Prof.
RNG, they're winning out that early momentum. They find the first tower down, but just down to Flywin applying that pressure, and it's going to be hard to recover here as they don't really have space to farm.
Nice gank though from LGD. They do take down Monet. Mid, it looks like Felix has rotated in and is thinking about going after Somnus on the DK. They do have two more heroes coming in, and now DD will just blink straight in with the cookie follow-up of Super, but they don't have enough mana for the Sonic Wave, so Old 11, he'll TP in with the Doom now, and DD. Oh, he messed that up a little bit, John. I believe they were relying on the Sonic Wave to actually finish off the kill. Now Chalice going to TP in onto Felix Schauber. Almost takes him out. The Treants are able to get the block off. He eats a Fairy Fire, but Chalice is on the chase and does secure the kill, and they also get the mid-tier 1 tower.
And RNG have to be careful bleeding out like this. You know, they need space to grow. They still need Monet to work towards his first item pickups, whereas LGD, I mean, we talked about the draft not being as fast. Oh.
DD, he gets cookied away, turns around for the Sonic Wave, but he's going to die. He didn't have Blink up. And now Super is also going to die. You don't want to fall into this trap up against LGD. He'll need at least another core item before he really wants to get involved. But you've got Old 11 with a blink up now on the Doom, so he's got great initiation for his team. And they're going to run straight into Monet. Now, he does have the Reincarnate, but if he gets surrounded like this and burst it down, it may not matter. But DD does blink in with the Sonic Wave. You've got the egg from FY, but he's not dropping it yet. He'll go for the Sun Ray instead. Monet, he'll lose his first life. Chalice, meanwhile, going down to the Snapfire, and eventually FY does commit the egg, and nobody's there to take it out but DD, but he might get it done himself, and it's denied off. Old 11 in the middle of the team fight, denying the egg, but he's going to make a run for it now. He's been slowed up. They have lost two for the sake of one, and it looks like it might be a third though. Somnus, he pops the dragon form, but Flywin is going in with the cookie. Still Old 11 making a run for it. Might make it out, but no, he's been shadow poisoned. He does go down, but now Monet's getting low. He's trying to armor toggle his way out of this one. X-Nova is going to try for Flywin, and they will get him. So instead now it's on to Super. And Super is almost certainly going to die, and they do at least get Monet out of there. Just barely. And you start to ask yourself, who even won that team fight? It was a 3-for-4.
RNG, and then they still need more. And Monet is saving up, working towards a Shadow Blade into the Silver Edge. So he could pop back in and start to try to make plays.
Oh, this Chalice Prophet could be in trouble. No, Old 11 jumps in, gets the Doom off on the Quap, and now, well, Shackles is there with the Serpent Wards. They're going to try and go onto the Doom, and they might be able to get him with all this damage flying out, but the Quap is falling low now and will go down. Now FY committing the egg, but it will get taken out. Great plays out now from RNG, as Somnus might need to just leave the building, or not. He wants to help out X-Nova. Still doesn't have that dragon form, but he's trying. Still, they do end up losing X-Nova, and now Chalice, or rather Somnus, is in trouble. Monet going to join in as well on the Skeleton King, and Somnus still trying to make a run for it. Does go down. LGD, they have not, but they really want this Shaman kill. Chalice is here now on the Prophet. Felix is just juking them out and now gets the Hex off. What are you guys doing? No. It's just the Shadow Shaman.
Well, love it.
Oh, come on now. Leave the poor guy alone. All right. We got the Shaman, boys. It cost us our full team, but we killed off the Shaman. We're good.
LGD, there were some heavy prices to pay for that. RNG, you know, they kind of even it out. It's still a 5k lead for LGD, but they've got to be careful about bleeding kills out like this.
DD, X-Nova in trouble. Gonna go down. Monet, it's another harvested soul for himself. Excuse me, harvested bones. And LGD, I mean, they really do have to be a bit wary of how they play. Mid lane, Felix.
What?
It's the revenge of the Shaman. Old 11 getting a little bit overly confident there, just rushing in, ends up going down.
Just one man short to really fight fully here.
A lot of pings coming out for the Roshan pit. Scan is there. Chalice going to get vision with the Sprout. Pit and Malice going to block the entrance. They've got to find a way in there. It is very low. Aegis is going to be picked up by DD. Chalice trying to go on the Quap anyway. They do get the egg going. And well, that Aegis is going to expire. Or rather just die. Now the Doom going to be out on the Unlord. They want to keep control up on DD and they do get the silence off. So DD will go down. Monet is very low. He can't fight back, but Chalice is going to jump in now with the silence on the Underlord and the Wraith King, and eventually perhaps gets the kill and does. The Reincarnated Life is going to go down. Now Felix Sharba is gone, and in fact, well, the Skeleton King is going to be surrounded. Monet, he's going to keep trying to fight back, but there is no fighting back in this team fight. He's gone, and now Super also in trouble. He's not looking so super. He will go down. Oh, it's just... I guess this is why they keep running at them, John. It just doesn't matter for LGD. They'll just keep going. Currently, it's sitting at 57% for LGD's end of things. But that could improve very soon, because there is a smoke here from LGD. Monet going to break the smoke with the Silver Edge, or rather the Shadow Blade, and, well, they're going to blink in anyway. Just straight in onto that Snapfire, but Ward the drop with the Sonic Wave. They are going to blow up Old 11. He is gone on the Doom, but Monet is also very low for his first life anyway. Chalice, he'll kill off Felix, because apparently that's the most important target, and he will go down in the process. And the rest of LGD need to get out of there, but Fly, when he has the control to at least lock down 2, X-Nova is set to just die here on the Ogre. And he will.
It's LGD, I guess they want to alternate fights. RNG wins one fight, LGD will win one.
See, we'll have half the duration of the DD left. With this BKB, and Somnus is moving in for that mid-tier 2 tower. Mind you, you do also have the Ags up on the Phoenix now, so FY can take a lot more hits through that egg, and they are going to jump in. Somnus with Old 11 trying to go on top of that Unlord, and they should be able to take him out. In fact, the egg right in the middle is going to get bursted down. The Ags was not enough to protect it, not when you jump in the middle of all of them. And it's a 3 for nothing. The Unlord does survive, and Monet going to chase down Chalice. And Chalice is almost certainly just going to die here. A 4 for nothing.
Old 11.
Uh-oh.
Felix.
Felix, he's a man on a mission. He wants his revenge on Old 11. And I believe they are going to find him. Gets slowed down. Scorched Earth still active. He's trying to make a run for it, but there's the Rod of Atos, and there's not even any matter on this Shaman. He was literally just chasing him. Eventually, they do get the kill. Flywind takes it on the Underlord. And that's a full team wipe for RNG.
Well, he's at that level 20 mark. He's got the leeway with his reincarnation. You know, he's got a cooldown in the reincarnation as well, so...
They've really fallen off here, LGD. That net worth lead suddenly just dipping all the way back to RNG. Dota Plus, oh, it's going even further. RNG now at a 71% win rate here in this...
FY.
He's in trouble. He'll use himself up, but that's going to root him again. He does eventually get the Icarus dive, but the Wraith Fire Blast does connect. Still X-Nova trying to protect his Phoenix. Does do so, but that's going to cost him his own life. X-Nova does go down to Monet. And
LGD, well, that toying around has costed him as.
Oh my, Chalice just BKB TPing back. Felix Sharba just wasn't leaving him alone. He was too scared of the TP getting cancelled. Now, Old 11 going to jump in, but an immediate silence. He has a BKB and he'll pop it. Does he survive? Well, he definitely does with that Sunray on top of him. They've got the egg up, they've got the Doom up, but they don't really want this team fight, except FY is on the low ground. The Sunray just forced him down as it ended. Now Somnus just goes in, does pick up Super. And In fact, he's hitting very hard on this DK, but not hard enough at the moment. They just keep going. Here comes the Hex on the Yoga Magi, X-Nova being controlled up, and now the Egg being dropped, taking at least one in there, and I believe it was X-Nova being saved, so he will pop back out now. The Doom was also committed on the Underlord, and in fact, DD gonna lose the Aegis on that Queen of Pain. But he pops his BKB and goes back at it. He tries for Somnus, but Somnus is just way too tanky. Now the Hex comes out on X-Nova once again. Chalice trying to man fight up against Flywind. They just don't have much damage with the Atrophy Aura going though. So RNG still managed to really win out in that team fight.
No Doom, no Dragon form. It's a really weak time for LGD to try to defend.
That tier 3 tower not going to last very long. And, well, Old 11 going to jump in with the stun. They do take up the Reincarnation Life. Meanwhile, Somnus does get Felix. That's the one they want. Now back on to the Skeleton King. But Monet, he does pop his BKB, flying with the Dark Rift, trying to get everyone out of there, and he does. It's just the Shaman that gets left behind. They have smoked up into the Bloodthorn of the Quap. Of course, they don't know that. They do pick up a Shiver's Guard on Old 11. Flywind. FY, rather Old 11 going to jump in. And straight after Super, they just want the support snap run. They get that, and now DD, of course, going to be targeted. The Doom does come out just in time. They'll chase down this Quap to the ends of the earth, but Chalice is going to die. And Old 11 is still going after this Quap. DD is eventually going to go down, but at what cost? They'll lose their Doom. And that'll be it. LGD just going to back off once again.
And they're growing big. There's just so much more room to grow, so much more room to scale on their heroes. You've got the 25 talent up in Monet. You're about to hit that 25 talent on the Quap as well, so that's going to be big. Just having that AoE fear can really cause some issues.
Old 11. Close call there. Flying was ready with the Lotus Orb, and they do jump in now. Straight again onto that Shaman, but he has a BKB this time. He's just not able to pop it. He does eventually get it off, but he's gone. He'll buy back now, but they have found another. It'll be the Wraith King, first life. Still DD with the Sonic Wave. X-Nova being saved by the Egg of FY. And that Doom really ticking out Flywind, but he is going to survive. Cliff will be popped. Flywind, of course, very, very confident on the Unlord to just frontline like this, and well, they'll get the mid-racks. Now X-Nova gonna get jumped on. No way for him to survive. He will go down, and you really need that bloodlust right now in these towers. So X-Nova might be forced to buy back here, but Chalice, he's gonna get started on Flywind. They are just trying to get the Unlord instead. They'll go on Monet. That'll be one life. He has another, but he BKBs, just TPs out, and the Dark Rift out from the Unlord. They just can't contest them at the time they want to because everyone just gets out of there safely.
And this Roach is going to be extra important for LGD. It's got that Ags. That could be a game changer if Somnus does pick it up. If they can pick it up.
Flywind going to try and come and contest. Old 11 does get the... Oh, he doomed himself. The Lotus Orb was there in time. Old 11... Probably still set up, though, for the Unlord to die, and does, but he will die himself. Buybacks expended immediately. Meanwhile, where's this team fight going on? Chalice, he does get Felix Schauber. Old 11 back in for the Roshan. They do get the Aegis. It's just a matter of if LGD can get the right initiation off, kill off the right targets, and... Well, like I said, Monet needs to... You need an Abyssal to stop this BKB TP out. X-Nova, they get caught and they will break him. Still Sunray going to help him out, and FY might jump in with the Egg and does save him. But now, how do you save the Egg? The answer is you don't. It just goes down. Still Somnus in the backlines does get Felix, and the team fight does officially start. But it's a 3v4. Never mind, it's a 3v3 now.
No.
In fact, LGD, they're actually managed to win this one out. This is looking bad.
No
Somnus, oh, he does not have one. But the Invis will be enough. Nobody is carrying a gem or dust. The gem was on the deck. In classic core fashion, John, nobody picks up the gem in time.
You've got the Ags upgrade on Old 11, so that Infernal Blade, it's going to rip right through the Underlord. It's not going to be as tanky as you'd expect. And you're seeing the effect of Somnus with a Black Dragon. He is just a menace to contend with. He just Does way too much damage. Has to be careful, though, if he gets caught out here.
He is going to. The Fury is there with the Bloodthorn. He needs to
no.
pop his BKB, but it's not going to be fast enough. Monet just rips him to shreds. The rate this game's going, it's like, screw this. Let me just buy a Divine and, you know, close it out properly. He's going to try and just go after the high ground now. With the Serpent wants to be dropped, Glyph will be forced, and they are going to jump in. Old 11, he gets hexed up straight away. Now the Abyssal Blade out from Monet might be enough, and they do get at least the Aegis, but Monet, he'll lose his first life. Here we go again. They get the Bloodthorn off, and the Doom on that Wraith King. He can't get out of there. No Dark Rift coming out from Flywind. Surely they have enough for him to die, and, well, they've got to go for the deny. They don't. They wanted to try and see if he could survive it. Super will Glimmer Cape TP. Old 11 unable to cancel it. But they have proven that Monet is killable. I'm going to try and get that buyback out of Monet. It may not be worth committing buyback here just for the sake of one lane of Rax, because you are almost 50 minutes into the game. These buybacks are getting much more important as time goes on. They can, of course, delay things with the Fear, although Old 11 going to jump in on DD, but he doesn't have Doom at the moment. He'll get shackled up by Felix, but Somnus just hits the Shaman. And even with that BKB, he's just going to run away. This Aghanim Scepter DK is just so darn strong. RNG just keeping their distance, allowing Monet to just keep farming up. And of course, he does almost have enough gold to pick up the Divine Rapier, but you are going to want to keep the buyback gold on top. Flywind, oh, he does get caught out. They go in with the Dragon Tail, and now the Doom, just wanting to shut this man down. And with that Unlord gone, well, he'll buy back anyway. They get the buyback forced out. Now Chalice actually going to get jumped on, but a nice egg save from FY. Nobody is focusing the egg down, so it's going to be able to just tick out all. No, in fact, it did go down. That was really done quick. And Old 11 going to get caught out now with the cookie. X-Nova also going out. Was that just the Snapfire taking out that FY egg?
RNG, they've blown this game open. They're going to rush down mid. They want to apply some pressure, force the buybacks themselves. Looks like they will get them out.
I think the biggest thing, though, is that Dragon Form's about to wear off. And there's that Divine Rapier, Monet. No more games. In fact, Somnus doesn't care. He just jumps in straight onto DD. That Quap is gone.
Oh.
She has buyback, but Monet going to turn around back onto Old 11. Trying to go after that Doom still. The Shaman being controlled by Chalice. Monet does get Old 11's kill going, but it may cost him. He'll lose his reincarnated life. He cannot afford to lose this Divine Rapier, but they're going to go back onto Somnus, who's trying to man-fight, but he needs to run. That Pit of Malice is controlling him. No, he'll turn around again. They might have enough, and they do. The Divine is on the deck. In fact, Somnus picks it up, but he will lose his life. Still, it is back on the deck, DD. He is just trying to fight right now. Chalice fighting back, going after the Quap. Nobody's got the Divine yet. DD and Chalice making a race for it. It's the race to the snails, though. They do eventually kill him off. The Divine is still not being picked up. It's still there.
What are you doing? Why?
Chalice will TP back. Surely. Guys? Hello?
Somnus? Someone?
Who are they leaving it
Did
for?
they not feel him? No, he's coming back. Surely.
No, there it is. Old 11 pings it out. Old 11's like, what are you idiots doing? Go ahead and pick up that Divine Rapier. Meanwhile, the Hex out
Jesus
on
Christ.
the Snapfire. Looks like he'll be alright. Super just going to Ghost Form and Cookie out of there. But Somnus does pick up the Boots of Travel and does come in. Nobody... Where is this Divine Rapier? So, oh no, Somnus does have it. Okay. And that's GG's call. GG's call.
Oh my god.
What a game.
Oh,
And
wow.
Dota
what,
Plus
what
just,
a way to close it out.
Look at Dota Plus, it just gave up.
37% it said for LGD. 37.
Even
I don't
now,
think we were watching the same game.
even now, Dota Plus just still thinks RNG's winning this game. Well, with that, LGD, they do proceed through to the lower bracket round of 2.